My girlfriend's mom said she's dating down with you. I smiled and said, "You're absolutely right." Then I proposed to her sister instead. The family group chat exploded when we posted the engagement photos. I, 28 male, had been dating Thea, 26, for 2 years. Her family never really warmed up to me, especially her mom, Dolores. I'm a plumber who owns my own business. Nothing fancy, but I do well. Thea works in fashion PR, and her family acts like she's Anna Wintour. Last month was Thea's dad's 60th birthday. Big fancy party at their country club. I wore my best suit, brought an expensive bottle of whiskey I'd researched for weeks. Thought I was doing good until I overheard Dolores talking to her friends by the bar. Poor Thea. She's really dating down with this one. A plumber? My daughter deserves a doctor or lawyer, not someone who unclogs toilets. Her friend laughed. Well, at least he can fix things around the house. Please, we have people for that. She needs a husband who can elevate her status, not embarrass her at events like this. I stood there holding 2 champagne glasses, frozen. Then Dolores noticed me. "Oh, Emmett, I didn't see you there." I smiled. "You're absolutely right, Dolores. Thea is dating down." She blinked, surprised. "Well, I didn't mean." "No, you're right. She deserves someone who sees her value. Excuse me." I walked away, found Thea talking to her sister Celia, 24F. Gave Thea her champagne, made small talk, acted normal, but something had shifted. See, here's what Dolores didn't know. Celia and I had become genuine friends over the past year. She was in law school, stressed constantly, and I'd helped her move apartments twice when Thea was too busy. We texted about random stuff. She'd send me memes during boring lectures. I'd tell her about weird client encounters. Nothing inappropriate, just friendship. That night, Celia texted, "Mom was out of line. You know that, right?" "It's fine. She's not wrong." "She is, though. You're worth 10 of the guys Thea usually dates." That comment stuck with me. Over the next week, I started noticing things. Thea would introduce me to her work friends as Emmett. He works in trades. She'd make jokes about my work clothes when I came over after a job. Small things I'd ignored before. Then came the breaking point. Thea and I were at dinner when she said, "So Mom thinks you should consider management positions. You know, something more professional." "I own my business. I am management." You know what she means. Office work, clean hands. My hands are clean. I wash them. She rolled her eyes. "Don't be deliberately obtuse. You could be so much more." "More than what?" "More than this." She gestured at me. "This being? Someone who, never mind." "No, finish. Someone who what?" "Someone who fits into my world." There it was. "Your world where I'm an embarrassment?" I didn't say that. You didn't have to. We finished dinner in silence. I paid, drove her home, and said I needed space to think. She didn't fight me on it. That weekend, Celia texted, "Heard you and Thea are taking a break. You okay?" "Yeah, your mom and sister made some things clear." "Want to talk about it? Coffee tomorrow?" "Just friends, obviously." We met for coffee. Celia listened to everything, then said something that floored me. "You know what's messed up? You've been more supportive of my law career than Thea ever was. You helped me move during finals. You sent me study snacks. You fixed my laptop when it died the night before my constitutional law exam. Thea just said that sucks and went to a party. She's your sister." "Yeah, and she's always treated me like competition, not family. You know she told Mom I'd probably drop out? That law school was too ambitious." I didn't know that. We talked for 3 hours, about everything. Her dreams of working in environmental law, my plans to expand my business. How her family constantly pitted the sisters against each other. Mom always said Thea was the pretty one and I was the smart one, as if we couldn't both be both. "You are both," I said without thinking. She blushed. "Emmett. Sorry, that was honest, which is more than I get from my family." Over the next 2 weeks, Thea tried to reconcile, showed up at my shop with lunch, wearing a hard hat like it was a costume party. "See? I can fit into your world." "This isn't about worlds, Thea. It's about respect. I respect you. You respect what you think I could become, not who I am." She left angry. That night, Dolores called me. "You're being ridiculous. Thea's willing to overlook your situation. Most men would be grateful." "Overlook my situation? I make 6 figures. I own a house. I have 0 debt. Money isn't everything. Apparently neither is character." She hung up on me. Celia and I kept texting. Nothing romantic. She was adamant about that. You're my sister's ex. There are boundaries. But we kept running into each other. At the coffee shop, the gym, the bookstore, almost like she was purposely going places she knew I'd be. Not that I minded. Then Thea played dirty. Update 1. Thea started telling people I'd been emotionally abusive, that I was threatened by her success and tried to control her. Complete lies, but some people bought it. My business started getting 1-star reviews from accounts created that week. Rude owner, unprofessional, probably scams customers. I screenshot everything, documented the timing. My regular customers rallied, posting their own reviews about my years of service. But it was annoying. Then Dolores escalated. She called my biggest commercial client, a property management company I'd worked with for 5 years. Told them I was unstable and going through personal issues that affected my work. My client called me, confused. Emmett, some lady claiming to be your mother-in-law says you're having a breakdown? Ex-girlfriend's mom, actually. And I'm fine. This is about their family drama. Yeah, figured. She sounded unhinged. We're good, man. But I was pissed. They were trying to destroy my livelihood because I wouldn't take back their daughter? Celia was furious when she found out. This is insane. Let me talk to them. Don't get in the middle of this. I'm already in the middle. Thea's telling everyone you cheated on her with someone from your work crew. What? Yeah. Mom's backing her up. Dad doesn't care, he never does, and I'm just done with all of them. That night, I made a decision. I went through my phone, found every text, every email, every interaction with Thea from the past year. Started building a timeline. Found some interesting stuff. Texts, where she called my job embarrassing but lucrative. Messages to her friends about upgrading once I helped her pay off her student loans. An email draft, she forgot I had her password, to an ex saying she missed being with someone on her level. I didn't post anything, just saved it all. Meanwhile, Celia was dealing with her own family drama. They'd started pressuring her about her loyalty to Thea. Dolores actually said, blood should come before some random man. Celia responded, Emmett's been more family to me than Thea ever was. That caused a massive fight. Thea accused Celia of trying to steal her boyfriend. Celia laughed. Steal him? You threw him away because Mom convinced you he wasn't good enough, despite him being the only boyfriend you've had who actually treated you well. You don't know anything about our relationship. I know he fixed your car at 2 a.m. when it broke down and you called him instead of AAA. I know he learned to cook Thai food because it's your favorite. I know he sat through every terrible fashion show you dragged him to without complaining. So when's the last time you did something just for him? Silence. The family group chat was tense. Lots of passive-aggressive messages about loyalty and family values. Then Thea made a mistake. She posted on Instagram about removing toxic people and knowing your worth. Tagged me. Celia commented, weird way to spell, I let my mom convince me to dump a good man because she's a snob. The comment section exploded. Their cousins jumped in. Friends chose sides. It was messy. I stayed quiet, just worked, went to the gym, lived my life. But I was documenting everything. Update 2. 3 weeks after the breakup, Celia invited me to coffee again. I need to tell you something, and it might change everything. Okay? I've had feelings for you for a year. I stared at her. I know it's wrong. He's my sister's boyfriend, I told myself. But watching how she treated you, how she never appreciated you, it killed me. You deserve someone who sees you for who you are. Celia, I'm not asking for anything. I just needed you to know. I'm moving to another city after graduation anyway. What? When were you going to mention that? It doesn't matter. You and Thea will probably get back together and we won't. You say that now, but I kissed her. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. 2 years of watching the wrong sister and the right one had been there all along. She kissed me back, then pulled away. We can't. My family would implode. Your family's already imploding. This would be nuclear. She was right, so we agreed to wait, to let things calm down, to be smart about it. That lasted exactly 4 days. Dolores threw a family dinner and insisted everyone attend. To heal and move forward. Celia warned me they'd probably ambush me about getting back with Thea. She was right. I showed up to find Thea in a dress I'd bought her, playing happy hostess. Her parents acted like nothing had happened. Classic manipulation. Halfway through dinner, Dolores started her pitch. Emmett, we've all said things we regret, but family means forgiveness. We're not family, Dolores. But you could be. Thea's willing to give you another chance. I looked at Thea. Are you? Or is Mom willing? Thea flushed. That's not. Because I heard you on the phone last week, telling your friend Rachel that you were only considering taking me back because Mom threatened to cut off your allowance. Dead silence. Yeah, your friend Blake's girlfriend Jenna? She works at the coffee shop where you had that conversation. Small world. Thea went pale. You're lying. I mean, he's not that bad, I quoted. And Mom says if I'm not married by 30, she'll stop paying for my apartment. Ring any bells? Dolores stood up. How dare you spy on private conversations? I didn't spy. Your daughter had a loud conversation in public about how she'd settle for me to keep her lifestyle. Celia wasn't even trying to hide her smile. Thea started crying. This is so humiliating. Now you know how I felt when your mom called me an embarrassment at your dad's party. That was different. Cried. No answer. I stood to leave. Thanks for dinner. I'm done here. You walk out that door, you're done with this entire family. Dolores shrieked. I looked at Celia. She stood up too. Where are you going? Thea demanded, with him. The room exploded. Update 3. Celia and I didn't plan what happened next. We left that dinner and went to a bar. Talked until closing. She was crying, laughing, angry, relieved, all at once. I just torched my entire family relationship for you. You torched it for you. For being tired of their crap. Same difference. We went back to my place. Nothing happened. She crashed in my guest room. But the next morning, over pancakes, she said, I'm all in if you are. Your family will lose their minds. Good. We kept it quiet for a month. Dated secretly. It was actually fun, like being teenagers. Met at random places, used cash so there was no credit card trail, had our friends cover for us. But Celia was struggling with the family situation. They'd essentially frozen her out. Dolores threatened to not pay for her last semester of law school. Thea was telling everyone Celia was a backstabbing witch. So I did something crazy. I proposed. Not a big romantic gesture. We were sitting on my couch, she was stressed about finals and family drama, and I just said, marry me. What? Marry me. Let's really give them something to talk about. Emmett, that's insane. Is it? I love you. You love me. We're good together. Why wait? Because we've been dating secretly for a month? I've known you for 2 years. I know you hate olives but love olive oil. I know you can't sleep without white noise. I know you want 2 kids and a dog named after a Supreme Court justice. She stared at me. This is crazy. Crazy awesome or crazy bad? Both? I pulled out a ring. Nothing huge. I'm not that guy. But it was vintage, Art Deco, exactly her style. I bought it 2 weeks earlier because I saw it and thought of her. Celia, I'm serious. Marry me. She said yes. We took a selfie. Her hand with the ring, both of us smiling like idiots. And then, because we're petty and a little drunk on happiness, we posted it to the family group chat. Surprise, we're engaged. The chat went nuclear. Final update. The messages came fast. Dolores, this is a joke, right? You absolute traitor. Their dad, Richard, what the hell is happening? Celia, call me now. I can't believe you'd do this to me. This is disgusting. You've been planning this all along. Various aunts and cousins. Oh, what? Drama. My phone rang immediately. Dolores, you manipulative piece of trash. You seduced my younger daughter to get back at us. Actually, she kissed me first. Liar. I put her on speaker. Celia was dying laughing. Hi, Mom. Celia Marie Thornton, you come home right now. I am home with my fiancé. This is not happening. I forbid it. Good thing I'm 24 and you can't forbid anything. I'll cut you off. From what? I have 1 semester left. Emmett already offered to pay for it. His business does really well, remember? Oh wait, you never bothered to ask about that. Click. She hung up. Thea's texts to Celia were vicious. You're dead to me. I hope you're happy being a plumber's wife. You were always jealous of me. This is why I never trusted you. Mom's right about you being the disappointment. Celia responded once. K. But the best part was the extended family's reactions. Dolores had been telling everyone I was abusive, unstable, a gold digger. Now I was engaged to her other daughter. Her sister called Celia. Is he holding you hostage? Blink twice if you need help. Aunt Judith, I'm fine. Actually happy, for once. But your mother said he was dangerous. Mom says a lot of things. How's that divorce working out? Still believing everything she says about Uncle Keith? Judith hung up quickly. Apparently, Dolores had been spreading rumors about her own sister's marriage, too. The cousins were Team Celia. Queen behavior. This is iconic. Thea's crying on Instagram Live, or your mom just called my mom screaming. Wedding invite, please? We decided to have fun with it. Posted our engagement photos on social media. Professional ones, because why not? I wore a suit, Celia wore a gorgeous dress. We looked happy because we were. The caption, when you know, you know. Can't wait to marry my best friend. Thea lost it. Posted a long rant about betrayal and family loyalty. Included screenshots of old texts where Celia said she'd never do anything to hurt her sister. Celia responded by posting her own screenshots. Years of Thea being cruel. You'll never be as pretty as me. Stop trying. No one will ever love you like they love me. Maybe if you lost weight, guys would notice you. Stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. The internet did its thing. Thea deleted everything, went private. But Dolores wasn't done. She showed up at my business with Richard. We need to talk. I'm working. This is more important than my livelihood? Doubt it. Richard finally spoke. How much? Excuse me? How much to leave both our daughters alone? I laughed. Actually laughed. You think this is about money? Everything's about money, Dolores said. Your daughter has been funding your lifestyle for years. Thea told me. The house? Celia's college fund paid for it. The country club membership? Celia's grandmother left her that money. You've been stealing from one daughter to spoil the other. Richard went red. How dare? Celia knows, by the way. Found the papers while helping me with tax stuff. Her name should be on that house deed. They left quickly after that. That night, Celia and I sat on my porch, reading the chaos in the family chat. You know we can't have a normal wedding now, she said. Elope? Vegas? Too cliché. Hawaii? Perfect. We got married 2 weeks later. Just us, 2 witnesses we met on the beach, and a photographer. Posted the photos with Mr. and Mrs. Martinez. The family chat exploded again, but the best response came from an unexpected source. Thea's ex-boyfriend from college who she'd cheated on. Congrats, Emmett. You got the right sister. Thea cheated on me with 3 different guys and blamed me for not being ambitious enough. Celia was the only one who told me the truth. You're both lucky to have each other. Thea blocked him, and us, and anyone who liked our photos. Dolores sent one last message. You're both disinherited. Celia responded, from what? The debt? The house you bought with my college fund? The jewelry you already sold? We're good, thanks. Celia graduated law school with honors. I was there, front row, cheering embarrassingly loud. Her parents weren't invited. She got a job at an environmental law firm. They were impressed by her internships and grades, things she accomplished without family help or connections. My business is thriving. Funny how getting rid of toxic people gives you energy to focus on work. I hired 2 more employees, bought another truck. Thea's still single, according to mutual friends. Apparently, she's been going on dates and mentioning her successful family business that doesn't exist. She also tells people her sister stole her fiancé. We were never engaged, but whatever helps her sleep. Dolores tried to reconcile last month, showed up with a gift basket and tears. I miss my daughter. Which one? Celia asked. The one you treated like a trophy, or the one you treated like a wallet? I made mistakes. You made choices. And now you're living with them. She left the basket. We donated it to a food bank. Richard reached out separately, admitted he knew about the financial manipulation, but didn't want to rock the boat. Celia told him boats that need rocking should be capsized. The extended family is split. Some think we're horrible people who destroyed a family. Others think we're hilarious and brave. Cousin group chat is Team Us. They're all coming to our 1-year anniversary party. Thea made one last attempt last week. Texted me from a new number. I made a mistake. You were perfect for me. I showed Celia. She laughed and said, tell her thanks for being shallow. If she'd valued you, I never would have had my chance. I didn't respond, but I did send a wedding photo to the family group chat with happy 6 months to my amazing wife. Dolores left the chat. Thea left the chat. Thea left the chat. Richard said congrats. Life's good when you're with the right person. Even if that person happens to be your ex's sister who saw your worth when no one else did. To everyone saying we're petty, yeah, probably. But we're petty and happy. I'll take that over respectable and miserable any day. Peace out. Edit. Stop asking for the wedding photos. But yes, Celia's dress was stunning, and yes, I cried when I saw her walking toward me on the beach. Edit 2. Thea apparently found this post and is threatening legal action for defamation. Celia, the actual lawyer, is laughing so hard she can't breathe. Edit 3. The environmental law firm Celia works for? They just landed a huge case against a company Dolores's country club has investments in. The universe has a sense of humor.